Undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state and number 3 in the country, the Bloomington South Panthers. 25-0 coming into the 4A state championship matchup against Fort Wayne Snyder. Head coach J.R. Holmes, first of all, congratulations. This is what everybody wants, and your team is going to be here at Conseco Fieldhouse.
Well, that's a great opportunity for our kids, and we feel honored to be here and know how hard it is to get here. And our kids I appreciate all their work, and they appreciate the fan support, and things have worked out well for us.
I mentioned the number 1 ranking in the state. This has been a season where the Bloomington South Panthers have been a team that has been targeted and talked about. Give us a little feel for what's going on this year with your team.
Well, we got number 1 in December, the first week in December, and to play with the pressure of that position, everybody gunning for you, I think our team has done a great job. But in all honesty, it's never been mentioned one time in the locker room. It's never been mentioned by the coaches to the players. In any meeting, I'm sure they talk about it, but it never has been brought up once.
It's a very well-balanced team, a fun team to watch. A lot of talent and guys that it seems get along well and share the ball. Talk a little bit about the team personnel.
Well, we're not nearly as talented as some of the schools here in Indianapolis, in the Mink Conference and the Lawrence Norths and the North Centrals. So we have to play really well together as a team to be able to compete on the upper echelon level in the state, and we've done that over the last 8 or 9 or 10 years really well. But we can't do it, as I tell them, we can't do it individually. We have to do it together. If we're not together, then we're not going to win the games that we have a chance to win if we play together. And our last thing we tell them, 3 things we tell them when they go out before the start of a game: make the extra pass, give the extra help on defense, and get to feel what the officials are going to let you do.
When you start talking about individuals, Jordan Holmes is the first guy that's going to roll off most people's tongues. He's had a very solid year as well.
Well, he started for us for 3 years. Was just a pure three-point shooter only as a sophomore. Never went cross. I think he thought there was taboo to cross the three-point line, and all he did was shoot threes. Averaged about 10 points a game as a sophomore, and served a purpose for us because we had some other guys who were inside and drivers. Last year as a junior, he was 15, 16 points a game, a solid high school career as a junior, a solid player in all areas, but not a superstar. And something happened between the end of our season and him going to Pittsburgh in April for an AU tournament that he's just vaulted clear to the top of everybody's charts, and he's played at a very, very high level, Division I level, Mr. Basketball level, all the way through, since April all the way through now.
When you talk about some of the other guys, he's got a pair of sophomores that have been really good. Spencer Turner, a kid I know that can knock down a lot of shots, and D. Davis, a kid that can make plays as well, and it seems like they've been a big help for this team.
Well, the addition of Davis gives me 2 point guards who both can handle it, who both can pass it, who both can penetrate, and that makes Spencer's job a little easier than it would have been because he gets a lot of man pressure on him all over the floor, but they got to either give him a three-pointer or give us a layup, and they've all 3 have played very well on the perimeter for us.
And inside, Eric Fromm has been a really solid player as well.
Eric's getting better. He's a junior, 6'8", and when he plays well, we play well ourselves. But Chaz Cooper, the other kid, he's my. I told him he's my next door neighbor, and I told him, I said, he's the key to us to having success against the big time teams. He has to be able to come and play, and he's played really well through the regional and in the sectional, did some really good things. Didn't get a chance in Semi-State, got in foul trouble a lot, so he didn't get a chance there. But when he plays well and Fromm's in there, then that really just makes us a lot better team.
You mentioned the strength of your program over the last 10 years or so, but Bloomington has long been synonymous with success in athletics. As Bloomington High School South, this will be the first time to the state championship here. Has the community at large grabbed onto that? Is this a special feel, a special season for everybody in that area?
Oh yeah, we're on spring break last week, and we sold more tickets than anybody else to both the region, to the Semi-State. Now New Albany had more at the regional, but they went home early, and our fan base from what we normally have has just multiplied.
And finally, Fort Wayne Snyder, the matchup on Saturday. Your thoughts on them?
Look in the mirror. And what we are is what they are. What they are is what we are. 3 guards, 2 guys inside, strength at the point guards, big strong kids inside. So it should be a very evenly matched type game.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.